So I made this little video today about taking out my dreadlock extensions. I've had my dreads, well this set of dreads for about a year, and I put my extensions in straight away, like when I made them. I maybe left it for a month before I put them in, but they were very much baby dreadlocks when I put them in. I found that my extensions, they matured at a very different rate to the rest of my hair. I would say that now, kind of I've taken the extensions out, kind of what I have is more like baby dreadlocks, like compared to what the bottom part of my hair was like they were really like quite tight and mature, that they were kind of lifeless and scratchy, and I didn't really like them. So I just filmed myself taking them out just so you can see. I always find it interesting when other people make dreadlock videos, so I thought I'd make one myself. It's quite long, so I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you again at the end. Bye. So today I've been cutting my dreadlocks, and I kind of got like, I don't know, a quarter of the way through, and I thought I'd make a little video about this. Because I really find it interesting when other people make videos about their dreadlocks. I think it's interesting to see them. The first time I had dreadlocks, I was actually in my 20s. I had them for a few years, 5 years maybe, and eventually kind of combed them out. I had them started professionally, and then I didn't really know what to do to look after them. There wasn't really much information about it online. I used wax the first time I had my dreads done. Like, I used wax to install them, I used wax to maintain them, so they were always kind of sticky and gross, and I don't know. So anyway, this is my second set of dreadlocks. I've had them for about a year. They're coming on really nicely, but what I did was, my hair was probably this long before I dreaded it, and obviously when you dread it, half as long. So I ended up using some human hair, like weft hair, to extend the ends to bring the length down to kind of where it was before, because I didn't want sticky, outy, sideshow bob hair, which is what I ended up with the first time I did dreads. So it worked and it was cool, but I think the extension hair is kind of getting to the end of its life. I mean, to be fair, this is the stuff that I was using, and you can see it's really pale pink. So it must have to go through quite a chemical process to make it that colour. And they're just getting drier and drier, and mankier. Do you know what I mean? I just don't like it. I just don't want to have them on my hair anymore. So you can kind of see, I've actually cut off a lot of these already. So I've been working on the bottom part. This is the top bit. You can see. So this is how long my hair is at the moment. I guess it was probably a bit longer, because before it kind of came really far down. They were getting really straggly. So I'm going for like a little bob kind of a thing, and just chop all the extra bits off and then see what they look like. So yeah, I thought I'd just make a video where you can see it. I know it's been really helpful for me watching other people's dreadlock videos, because that's just something you didn't have back in the day. Like, unless your friends had dreads too, you didn't really know what was normal, what they should look like at any point. Especially with stuff like extensions. I didn't really know that much about them. Even, to be fair, I don't really now. If I was going to do it again, I would do it again. I think the extensions were really cool, but just not with such processed hair. I mean, my hair was bleached anyway. I don't know if you can kind of see it. It's kind of lightened a bit. This is my hair to about here. It was lightened a bit and then dyed pink, and then you can see this is all my regrowth. Yeah, it's very grey. What can you do? So yeah, I'm looking to chop all the ends off, like you can see here. Okay, sure. You can see one here where what I'm trying to do now is pick out all the extra hair. I'm using a crochet hook to do it, but I think it's just gonna take a lot of time, because as the extensions got rattier and rattier, I was kind of doing a thing of like patching in hair, which looked cool at first. It was fine, but it just made them wiggly. I think it affects the sort of natural dreading process, and it's just a lot of maintenance for what's meant to be like a low maintenance hairstyle. I just don't give a shit, so I'd rather just cut them off and it will just be what it is. I don't know. I think I kind of put them on there as well because I was kind of keen to hang on to my pink hair, because I've always had pink hair, but maybe it's time to let it go. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm going to take all these out and then we'll come back at the end and see what it looks like. Now this one's a weird one. I don't know if you can see. It's like 3 that I plaited together. I call him Old Man Fatty. So R.I.P. Old Man Fatty. I feel really bad cutting him up. He's like a little person. Ooh. So yeah, here we go. See you later, Old Man Fatty. Ooh. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. I don't know if it'll like stay plaited. I don't know how much of my hair is plaited. It's weird because the whole thing, you can kind of see it never really plaited together at the top. So I kind of have a feeling I'm going to have like a root and then 3 like crazy twiddlers sticking out. Oh yeah, look, it's all coming apart. That's weird. Oh yeah, look, you can see. It's strange, I guess because it's plaited, this one didn't move around so freely, so it's like way less dreaded than the others. It's like the extensions are just kind of laying on the side. It never became part of it. I guess maybe that's why the whole thing never dreaded together. I'd read videos on the internet about if you had thin dreadlocks you wanted to combine them. One of the ways is to plait them together, which is why I did it, because I had 3 really skinny ones and I turned them into one big one, but it didn't work for me. They never really combined themselves. Like no, they kind of had. I think part of the problem was the extension hair that I'd used was so crispy and like dried out. I think it kind of almost it dreaded up in the first few months and then it almost undreaded itself. I think because it had no like life in it. I had nothing in it. It was just dry and crispy. Here's a couple that were 2, and then I don't know. It's hard to show you, but I've kind of made them into 1, but they never quite took. That's why I ended up using these dread bead things just to kind of keep them in place. But you can see like that's one there where I tried to patch it in with hair because it was like dreaded 2 dreads back to being 1 dread again. So ones like that I'm really glad to get rid of. Oh yeah, look, like that one I accidentally cut a bit too much off, so I've cut some of my hair and you can see it's still kind of 2 dreads. Like that bit feels quite solid, this bit not so much. So I don't know. I think again I'll leave that one when I wash it, then I can decide what to do with it, because it might be that I can crochet the ends together, or maybe I'll just I'll like uncomb the whole end of it and then see what it does. I've actually bent the end of my comb. Whoops. So you can see now like how short my hair is. I think before it came down to there, so good few inches. So I'm just gonna change this. So I'm gonna let down the top bit of my hair so you can see. That's how long it was, and then this is how long it is now. Quite a lot shorter. You know, when you start something and then you realise how long it's going to take you to finish it. Ugh, woof. Okay. So I think that's it. I've kind of completely taken out all the bits at the bottom. Some of the ones on top I've just cut because I'm not quite sure what it's going to do, if it's going to be like weird and layered and I'm going to look like a cocker spaniel, so I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go and wash my hair and see how it goes. I'm just going to show you some of the hair that I've cut off my head. Okay, so it's 2 days later. Let me take my hair down. So I've washed it, let it dry, obviously, and this is kind of what I'm left with. So yeah, it's okay. I'm still getting used to it. It's weird because I'm so used to being able to tie my hair up however I want. I used to be able to just take some bits and tighten a knot and that was it. I was ready. So it's weird getting used to that. I still haven't quite figured out how to tie my hair up so it doesn't get in my face when I'm working. Some of them are a bit sticky outy. I think that'll kind of calm down with time. The other thing is, I'm trying to find a good example. Some of them are really fluffy on the ends. Well, I guess kind of all of them are. That's probably a good one to show you. They've all kind of gone like that on the ends, I guess, where all the extension has been pulled off. It'll take a little while for it to calm down. The other thing I need to do really is dye my hair because all this underneath part is a kind of orangey colour, which is just kind of what it tends to do when the sun gets to it. It goes a bit of an orangey colour, so that's kind of it for now, and I guess we'll see what happens. I'm sort of what I'm hoping is going to happen is the ends will kind of smooth out with time, and then I'm probably going to trim it a bit more into a bit of a tidier thing because it's a little bit wild at the moment. Yes, I guess just kind of getting used to having shorter hair. I think this is the shortest I've had my hair for years, years and years and years. So yeah, just kind of getting used to it. I think it's kind of cute. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I find it really interesting when people make dreadlock videos and you can actually see what they look like. And actually see like how they move and what they're doing, because it's tricky to tell from pictures and just descriptions and stuff. So if you found this useful, please give me a thumbs up. If there's any other dreadlock videos you'd like me to make, let me know, and I'll put that together for you. Alright, thanks for watching, bye. These